Next coach is Dave Paulsen, who won a national championship at Division III Williams College, and last year, of course, led the Bucknell Bison to the Patriot League title. And as the reigning coach of the year, we always hear coaches talk about the difference between being the hunted as opposed to when you're hunting for that championship. And Dave, how much will you draw from that experience in your Williams College days when you got back to the championship game the year after the title this season and trying to lead Bucknell to back-to-back championships?
Thanks, Bob. It's great to be back, and we will try to draw on that experience. You know, I think one of the things when I first got to Bucknell and we didn't have a very strong season is we really try to get our guys to embrace the process and focus on one possession at a time. And that helped break things down for them when we were maybe feeling a little overwhelmed. We're in a little different situation now, but the emphasis is still the same, to try to focus on one possession, be as good as you can be, that play in practice, that day in practice. I think the worst thing you can do is get too far ahead of yourself in terms of that. So hopefully that'll work. Before we really get into specifics, I do have a quick request. I look around the room and I see these, you know, excellent basketballs that Anaconda and the Rock have provided for each school. And as you know, we're replacing Daryl Shazer, who would go an entire season without losing the basketball, and we're breaking in some new point guards, and we're down to one basketball. So if each coach could just hand their ball to me, that bring back to practice to replace Daryl. But we're replacing Daryl, who was a terrific point guard for us, G.W. Boone, who was a terrific sixth man, and Stephen Tyree, who had battled injuries. But all three of those guys gave us great leadership. So we've got some really good guys back. We've got great chemistry. Our guys have worked very, very hard. But at this point, we're still trying to figure out leadership and just really create this team. And I think every year is a new creation of a team, and that's the challenge. I know the guys are working hard and are very focused on it. We know it's going to be a very, very competitive league race. There's terrific teams and coaches and some outstanding players across the league. And so we know every single game is going to be a challenge. You know, last year we won 6 of our games, came down to the last minute or even closer yet. And we won all those one-possession games. And that was the value of leadership and a veteran team. And so we know how close it was between being the champion and just being in the middle of the pack, and we need to attack that every single day. We've certainly challenged ourselves with our non-league schedule. We placed 7 teams out of conference that made the NCAA tournament last year. And I looked to fire the scheduling director, but then I realized that I actually signed off on all those games. So we're certainly going to be challenged. Open up at Minnesota. We go to Vandy. We go to Syracuse. We're at Boston University, and we have Princeton and Morehead State and Richmond at our place. Oh, and also at George Mason. So it's a really challenging non-league schedule, and hopefully it'll help prepare us for a very challenging Patriot League schedule. Again, I would like to welcome Ed and Matt into the league as well. One of the neat things for me in this league is it is a great coaches league, and guys really try to beat each other's brains in during the season, but they do it in a collegial way, and they do it in a way that every school should be proud of not only the quality of coaching that goes on, but the way in which each coach goes about and conducts his business. So thanks for all your support, and good luck to the rest of the league.